Hi daddies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby. If you're new here, then welcome. Today we are doing the mid-year book tag. I am a little behind on this because me and my boyfriend just moved to a new apartment. As you can see, it's a little different and we've been packing for the last month. I am on my kitchen counter right now and I am gonna read out these questions. These questions are from Larry Reads. If you don't know who she is a very well-known booktuber, talker person. I don't know if she came up with these questions or if she found them somewhere, but these are the ones I'm gonna do. But the first question is, best book you've read so far in 2026? I'm gonna pull up my Goodreads because I feel like I have a lot. I think the most surprising one would have to be Shield of Sparrows, in my opinion. I loved a lot of books this year, but I also have not liked a lot of books, let's just say that. I think Shield of Sparrows has been on my TBR for so long that I just was like, it's overhyped because it came out like, I think last year, the year before, and everyone was like obsessed with it. So I'm like, okay, this could be something that's not really something. But I read it. It was in the vlog where my best friend picks my reads for the month of April, I believe. And oh my gosh, loved it. Loved it. It's like, it's fantasy, but it's not like super high fantasy where you have to like pay attention a lot, but there is a lot of like different types of monsters and like these kingdoms or cities in a kingdom that you need to pay attention to. It's gonna be a trilogy. The second book came out a couple months ago. It's called Rights of Starling, but the first one is Shield of Sparrows. But it's basically this girl who has to marry a guy from a different kingdom for her father, and basically she has to figure out what the king is hiding, the guy she has to marry, what he's hiding, and report back to her father because she's trying to prove to her father that she can be an asset to her original kingdom. But yeah, I rated that book 5 stars and I loved it. I devoured that shit so quickly. The worst book I've read in 2026, I have a couple, so let's just name off a couple. First one was Sinners Condemned, A Sinner is Anonymous, book number 2 by Soam Sketcher. I don't know if that's how you say your name. I rated the book 2 stars. I could just like barely get through it. I did finish it, but I was just like, this is so boring. I don't know if it was just the mafia part of it, but I just did not enjoy it at all. Will I continue the series? I don't know. But yeah, it was just not my favorite. I don't even remember what happened in that. Another book I just did not enjoy is Into the Dark and like the last book of the Magnolia Parks universe as of right now that's out. I technically DNF'd it, but I got like over 80% through, so I counted it as a book because I wasted my time on that. So I DNF'd it, but I rated it 1 star obviously. But yeah, I was just over it. I literally just looked up a summary of what happens and I figured it out. I knew it was just something like that. Oh my god, Loving the Liar, also by Lola King, is the first book of the Silver Falls University, and I just couldn't do it either. I'm just like, it's so boring. There's like no plot to this. Like, oh, brother's best friend, but she has to get initiated into this secret circle type of thing, and she's basically there at her own mercy. It's stupid. Best sequel I've read this year, I'm reading Crown Me Yours right now by Liv Xander, and I'm almost done with it. I haven't read it in a couple days because obviously we just moved in, but I honestly feel like that's gonna be my favorite sequel. I don't know if you should count it, but I'm counting it because I'm so excited, and my sister read it and she said you're gonna cry, and no, I knew you're gonna cry, but I know a lot of people who have cried and just like was fucked up towards the end, so I'm scared. They're not super long books. They're like 270 pages. I think the next second one is like 240, so they're not long. I just have not been reading. Worst sequel you read this year? Little Liar by Lee Rivers. Okay, I loved Little Stranger. I read it like a year or so ago and I absolutely devoured it. I read it within a day or two. And then the second book was already out. Worst sequel was definitely Little Liar. I just did not understand the plot of it. I just didn't care. Like, why do we like reminisce? Like, so the first book, it was the girl's POV basically the whole time, besides like I think the last chapter or 2, and then like her way of it. And then the first half of the second book of Little Liar, it was just his, like, so we're just repeating history at that point. Like, I don't need you to retell me the story, but in his POV. Like, I don't care. I don't care. But yeah, anyways. New release you haven't read yet, but you want to. I really want to read My Darling Rivera by H.D. Carlton because I loved the cat and mouse duet. And I need like a different palette cleanser because I've been reading a lot of fantasy. So I'm really excited to get into the second book. Comes out in August, so I think I might wait a little bit longer to read that because I feel like I want to like dive right in right away. Let's keep in mind for H.D. Carlton, I've only read Does It Hurt and the Cat and Mouse Duet, which is Haunting and Hunting Adeline. I don't think I ever read anything else from her that I'm aware of. I'm excited for that one. I don't know what it's about, but I think, actually no, it's the main FMC. It's her dad was a serial killer, and then the main MMC is her dad's last victim. So he's trying to get revenge on her for her dad's doing. Enemies to lovers. It's giving. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year, it would have to be ACOTAR. I don't know when that's really coming out. I mean, we know when it's coming out, obviously. But we don't have a title. We don't have a fucking cover for either of the books. So October is when the sixth one comes out, and I don't know. I'm just patiently waiting for the covers and the titles because what the hell. I don't understand why we haven't gotten them yet, but I'm excited about them. I need to reread all of ACOTAR. Anyways, I want to do the audiobooks, but I'm also doing the audiobooks right now for Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I can't keep going with audios because they get expensive. They get really expensive. Biggest surprise of the year would definitely have to be Dungeon Crawler Carl because like I was not like lit RPG. I play video games. I just don't think I could ever do that. Like read about it because like it's not technically sci-fi, but it is. So surprised about how much I actually love that series. I have to start book 5, but I was obsessed with the first one so much. I read it on paperback, and then the second, third, and fourth I did audiobooks at the moment. And the audiobooks are so good. I just can't believe Jeff Hayes, I believe his name is, does all the voice acting. You would be so surprised. Like, what? But it's so fucking good. So fucking good. I highly recommend anyone who's like wants to dabble in a new genre, read that. Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Ditman. So good. So good. I heard it only gets better. Favorite new author, debut or new to you? Okay, I think I'm just gonna do Matt Ditman because I've never read any of his other books. I think he has another series out. I just don't know what it's called. But yeah, like I said, Dungeon Crawler Carl was such a new thing to me that I'm obsessed with it. But if I had to pick another one that I haven't mentioned, like book-wise, is Lauren Palfearman. I don't know how to say her name. She wrote The Wolf King and the Night Prince. The Wolf Queen comes out, I think, next year in spring. But yeah, I really like her writing too for the most part. Like, it's very fast-paced. Nothing crazy, but yeah, I really enjoyed those books and those authors. Newest fictional crush. Ooh. It would have to be Blake from, I don't know, what's his last name? I don't know. Blake from Night Prince and The Wolf King. Every time he's on screen, I'm like, he does it for me. I just know he's dominant in bed. Like, you're kidding me, right? Blake for sure, or from Shield of Sparrows, it would have to be Shield of Sparrows and Rise of Starling. If you read it, you know. I'm not going to spoil anything because I think I will spoil it if I say it, but he is also, I just know, like, every time he's on the page I'm like, yeah, he's dominant. Yeah, you know what I mean. Books that made you cry. Okay, well, Releasing 10 by Chloe Walsh has made me cry this year because what do you mean? I did not like Lizzie at all. I put a reading vlog out for that, reading Releasing 10, but yeah, I did not like Lizzie at all in the beginning books at all, but I love her so much. She is a queen, and I love Huey. I love the relationship. I love all the characters in Boys to Tommen, but oh my god, I'm so excited for Claiming 10. It's supposed to come out, and I don't know when it's supposed to come out, but I'm super excited about it because, like, I need more of them. I need to know what happens, okay? Like, what the fuck? Book that made you happy? I don't know. I guess all of them? Not all of them, but Direbound by Sable Sorensen, because that is the first book I read of the year, and that really set the standard high for the year, and I really enjoyed it so much. I feel like I have a couple books that made me happy for sure, but I feel like that one really did it for me. I was like, oh my god, This is gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a good year. But yeah, I also read Furybound that she came out with recently too this year, and that was a really good book. Also, you can't go wrong with the Wolves of Ruin series. I don't know how many books it's gonna be, but I'm excited about the next one. Most beautiful book you bought this year or received? I think I would have to say Starside by Alex Astor. I just love these sprayed edges. I just love like the dragons on it. I think it looks so good. And then also like the way she just always does so much for her books is crazy. Like it's not even like a special edition or anything. It's literally just from, I think, Target. I bought it from. But it's so pretty and I'm so excited. I should have put this in my most anticipated release. I'm super excited to read this because I heard this is like true enemies to lovers. I haven't read an Alex Astor book, but I'm excited for this one. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? Okay, well, Starside. I know that's like a duplicate, but that one. I also really need to read the Gods and Monsters series by Kayla Edwards, I believe her name is. I do want to read that one very much. I do want to continue the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. I also told myself that I would read a Kristen Hanna book this year. I said that in my New Year book tag, so I need to do that. I should do that, but I don't want to at the moment. And I really, really, really want to read Lightwielder by, what's her name? Rachel Schneider, because I loved Metal Slinger so much, and I heard Lightwielder is not the greatest this year, but I need to read it because I need to know what happens because it's a huge cliffhanger at the end. Oh, and another book, The Book of Azrael, Gods and Monsters series, because what do you mean? That's been on my TBR for like over a year. Over a year. Part of me is like waiting for all the books to come out, but I can't. And also they're not big books, but they're big books. Like there's 4 out. The 5th one comes out I think in November, but like I need to get a head start on that. And also before I used to be the person like, okay, if I start a series, especially if it's completed, I will just read that only from start to finish. I won't read any other book in between. But this like new year, like I haven't been doing that. I was just like, okay, if I read a book of a series, I will, if I really like it, I'll continue. I mean, all the series I really like, so I shouldn't say that. But I need to like space them out because books are not coming out fast enough for my liking, and I can't do that, so I need to space them out. So like Dungeon Crawler Carl, I'm spacing out because there's only 8 books out of 10, so I'm not in a super long rush to read them. Was this a lot of books that I mentioned? No, not really. Was this a longer video? No, not really. Am I tired and just want to edit and get this over with? Yes, really. I also need a meal prep for the week, so I need to do that. But 2 of my tall bookshelves that I had in my old apartment in transport from moving, because it was only like a 10-minute drive from the old place, they broke. So I need to get new ones, and I'm debating if I want to get the Billy bookcases because they are really nice quality, and I want to like have those next, and I put them in like the corner over there. But I want to get the brownish ones, and those are $90, but I have the white ones here. I mean, they don't have to match, but I would like them to match. And also like I could get cheap Target ones for like the bedroom, because I'm like, ugh, it's so much. But you know what, daddies, that is it for this video. I'm sorry for all the yapping, but I hope you guys enjoyed and keep on reading, and I'll see you guys in the next one.